What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and I am here with French celebration lists. Yeah, we just had a celebration event in France and we got some lists to take a look at, and we've had some of the better French Masters players playing at this event, so some of the lists will be pretty cool, I believe. But two huge things before we begin the video, guys, don't skip this. Huge shout out to the MVP, Big Joe, who hooked us up, and now, guys, I can tell you that from this video onward until set 2 drops, we are giving away 2 digital code packs to 1 subscriber on every single Fusion World video, starting with this one, and at the end of each video we will be revealing the winner. Yeah, so all you got to do is you got to be a subscriber, you got to like the video and leave a comment. Then we'll just pick one random one and you have a chance to win 2 packs for the digital client on every single one of our Fusion World videos. That's awesome. Joe, thanks a lot, man. And once more, a huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons. These are our $2 and up patrons. They buy us coffee, they keep this crazy content machine going. And guys, thanks a lot for your support. If you wish to join the Coffee Club, link to our Patreon is in the description below. And I think that's about everything. Roll the video! Okay, guys, here is the breakdown, but brief disclaimer before we begin. The event was kept to 16 players, which is normal for celebration events. And the other thing is these big Fusion World events that everyone is expecting, you know, like 100,000 player events, won't start before May. Because the competitive season starts in May. Until then, we're looking at 16 player, 32 player tournaments and celebrations, you know, like hard capped events. So there were 14 out of 16 players in total. It was a live event. And we have first place Vegeta. Vegeta wins the event, and this deck list it's really good. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. Then we have second place Broly. Congratulations. Third place U7 Goku makes an appearance. That's always awesome to see. I'm still waiting for starter Goku to show up. But so far, U7 Goku, third place. Fourth place Android 17 makes an appearance as well. But as you can see, no Gohans at all. Fifth place starter deck Frieza. Sixth place starter deck Frieza. Then seventh place starter deck Frieza. This one was running the Ginyu package from what I was told, but we don't have the deck list unfortunately for that one. It wasn't implemented. And then 8th place Broly. So Frieza in the highest numbers, but Vegeta wins the event. I know that's gonna make some players very happy. Huge congratulations to everyone, and now let's go and check out the deck lists. Okay, guys, I am here with Top Deck Diffusion. If you don't know what Top Deck Diffusion is, it is a French deck builder website and they have insane information here. I'm just gonna show you very briefly. This is what you can expect. So far it looks very basic, right? But let's say if we go to Masters, because this is the first event registered. But if you go to Masters and you go to like Meta here, look, they have been tracking everything from BT7. We're in BT24 now. You have databases, you have deck lists, you have everything. Top Deck Diffusion. Next to Deck Planet, like these two are the titans when it comes to deck builders. So huge shout out to them. I love working with Top Deck Diffusion. The guys are absolutely awesome. Let's start with Bowen's Vegeta. Now, if you are completely new to the scene, Bowen is hands down one of the best Masters players in France. So this is his Vegeta list. He's exceptionally creative. So let's take a look at it. Also keep in mind that you don't have, some players don't have access to everything yet. But what do we have here? So it's a Vegeta list. He's running 2 copies of the 1-cost blocker in Shu. A cool choice is that he's running 4 copies of the Trunks just for early aggression. 2-cost 30k, 10k combo. That's it. At the end of the turn, you bottom deck him. Yeah, that is true. But in an aggressive Vegeta list, you are swinging 30k into the leader on turn 2. Then we have a playset of Trunks, because Trunks is also removal. We have the Pilaf loop here, 4 copies of Pilaf, 3 copies of Final Hope Slash. We have 2 Bulmas to make our extra cards cheaper. 4 copies of Mai, because what Mai does is Mai allows you to take up to 2 lives. So he's awakening like this, lightning fast. Then we have Sangoten, and we have Trunks. Sangoten helps remove things. Trunks is a big boy. If you have 7 or less, he gets plus 10k. He's 25k 2 cost. So you have 130k 2 cost in the adult version of Trunks, the Trunks Future. You have a 125k Trunks at the 2 cost slot. Both are 10k combo. So you see slowly the package that Bowen has been building here. He's also running 2 copies of Gohan from the deck, who becomes 35k. And other than that, the rest is just, well, this is one of the lessons that you might get from a master builder like Bowen is here. He's running only 3 copies of the SR, and that is his only 0 combo power card. So he always has combo power in hand. Whether for attacking, whether for defending, he always has it. And when he combines Bulma with Gallic Gun, for example, to give something plus 15k and draw 1, or to like literally for free use Final Flash and remove something, this becomes a very, very strong and scary deck. Congratulations. Then we have second place, we have Broly. Alright, so let's see. Once again, we see the Goku cantrip here and 1 copy of this Goku. I've been seeing this a lot in some of the lists. Popping up, I think one-off is pretty okay. The Gohan that searches just for everything. You have the Trunk to remove things. Only a single copy of the 5-drop Gohan to KO something. Only a single copy, just 1 of these Gohans which heal you. So that's interesting. So he's looking to heal just once. Brother-sister combination at 2 copies. We still haven't been seeing this one a lot in various lists. So when combined with your 25k leader, so for 1 energy, you become 45 in defense. You will never get the ramp off of this, but you become 45k. 2 copies of Instant Kamehameha. Then he's running the blocker package as well, with Shamonians and Paraguses. 2 skillless Broly, and another thing. Now, once more, in French lists, only 4 copies of the 0 combo power cards. And that's Broly. That's like one thing to take away from these lists. People aren't running a lot of 0 combo cards because you want to have combo power. Then moving on to U7. Okay, this one has a bit more 0 combo power cards, but that's because that's kind of the trade-off with the U7 tag. So he's running 3 copies of the SER, which is just a terrifying burn. 4 copies of Whis. 4 copies of Whis. Activate main once per turn, you next something by 5. Combined with the plus 5 buff from the leader, you can run into something. You can run into a battle card and KO it. 4 copies of Roshi because you need to awaken lightning fast. And then you have also 4 copies of Hit. Hit doesn't get the buff, but he's an SR, he's 20k, he's a self-awakener, and he's one of those rare SRs which actually have combo power. So it's a strong card, and then he can also ditch it for 5k when he doesn't need it. 1 copy of Beerus just to wipe the board. 4 copies of Frost. Okay, so why do you run 4 copies of Frost? Frost shuts down yellow aggression, basically. He shuts down the yellow package. He hard checks Ginyu decks. So you run Frost in all of your red decks. If you don't run into this matchup, he's a 10k combo. That's it. Like, he's just a 10k combo. That's not bad. Universe representatives of Universe 7. We have Krillin. 4 copies of the SR. So he's running 4, 7, 8. 12. He's running 12-0 combo power cards. So it's not a very defensive deck. Even representatives of Universe 7 bob something on attack. So the deck doesn't have a lot of defenses, but he has a lot of aggression and one of the best cards in the deck, Tianxin Han. Yeah, now you might be thinking this guy doesn't do anything. Combined with your leaders plus 5k, this is 20k beater for 1 energy. That's huge. That's awesome. Congrats. Then we have Android 17. Okay, so I'm not huge on the Android package. Let's check it out. This one is now running a lot more zero combo power cards. So 3 copies of the SCR. Now 3 copies of the SCR might be a bit of an overkill. But at least he keeps the board consistently clear, running 2 copies of the SR and 4 copies of Broly to wrap up games. Then we have the 4-cost Android, which plays, I believe it's a 2-cost, 3 cost or less from the drop, so then he can just play this one and then draw 1, discard 1. There's a lot of filtering going on. The distribution between Android 20 and Dr. Gero's lab is 8, so it's 4-4 split for maximum consistency. You also keep only 250 cards, so just to increase your odds of actually hitting the lab if you haven't pulled it yet. And then we have, you know, the regular 1-cost Goku, 1-cost Gohan Tutor, Trunks at 4 copies to help remove things, 4 of Vegeta just to ramp you even further. Now you have your ramp split between Gero's lab and Vegeta. You're ramping very, very fast. No destructive strength though, not a single one, but 3 copies of Gigantic Meteor. Gigantic Meteor is very solid in this deck because you get to 6 energy or more very, very fast. And like I've said, 4 copies of Broly. Then we have Frieza. Yeah, we have Frieza here. Let's check it out. So this one is actually running something interesting. The deck is running 2 copies of this 5-drop. Now, I'm still not completely sold on this one. I need to test it out more. I need to see it more in action. But for 5 energy, cheats out a King Cold. So what he can do here is basically, if he plays it, he gets either the 25k blocker, which can then KO something when he dies, or if he's going for aggression, he can just play the 30k one. And if you're in a position where this is not an optimal play, it's a 10k. It's a 10k combo power card. That's awesome. 1 Crusher Ball. A Crusher Ball is great if you are afraid of, for example, the Ginyu package. Not the Ginyu package. If you're afraid of Frost, for example, you can just Crusher Ball him, switch into rest, and then swing in with your leader or something. Though Frieza should not be having a lot of problems with that, but we'll see. Only 3 copies of the Boss Monster. And then what else we have? We have a couple of skillless cards here as well. So the idea is just basically to hit hard and fast. I believe that the deck is, the way that we are seeing it here, we are probably looking also at a lack of cards, a lack of product. So because this looks very close to like 2 decks just meshed together with some other cards, but it worked. So congratulations. Then we have another Frieza here. Okay, now this one is more refined. This one is more different than the other one, which is well, very strong. Looks like, you know, 2 starter decks combined. Instead, this one is opting to run a lot of SRs, 3 copies of Cooler. Cooler is, I want to say that Cooler is the better SR in this deck. I would 1000% of the time play Frieza over Cooler in a Cooler deck, but here Cooler just gets insane amount of value. Running 2 copies of Guldo, you switch it to rest mode and then choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode battle card and it can switch back to active. That's good because it hits anything. It doesn't care about energy threshold. 4 copies of King Cold. We have some Self-Awakeners here, so 4 Cold and 2 Friezas to cheat it out, and then 4 of the other Cold as well. 4 copies of the Frieza Boss Monster, and then the rest is kinda as expected. And the final list, we have a Broly. Yeah, we're missing 1 list, but here we have a Broly. So 1 SER. Alright, we have the standard ramp package running 4 of the Son Goku, then running Vegeta to ramp, running 3 Gohans for additional healing, because you go down to 3 actually when you awaken, and then 3 of the Turles plus 1 Paragus to help you self-awaken and to get your Shamonians into play, 4 copies of the Boss Monster, 4 of Gigantic Meteor, and of course 4 of Destructive Strength. So yeah guys, these were the deck lists. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the French lists? They look pretty cool. Yes, France also has an allocation problem. There's a problem everywhere, but we are seeing that some players are managing to build close to or optimal decks, while other players are actually doing pretty well with the list that they have managed to get together, with the lack of product, unfortunately. But we will see. We'll be seeing more refined lists once the digital clan drops and once we get the second wave. Anyways guys, I'm really curious, what do you think of the French lists? I think some of them are pretty cool. I especially like the first 2 places, and I like their idea of going with very low 0 combo power, because if you have noticed, the further we went, the more 0 combo power cards we have seen. But yeah, let me know in the comments. I read all of your comments, I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment to enter the 2 code pack giveaway, and we will be announcing the winner on our next Fusion World video. And guys, other than that, hit those like and subscribe buttons, share the video, it helps other people out, and we're now on our way to 5k subs when I'm gonna give away a booster box. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.